Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined as always by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Aztecs will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Marshall's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way, so look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They get to the line quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Marshall quick to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Back to pass, it's awesome. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Herd! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Aztecs offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Peace. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him, he'll catch it, he'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He's looking to throw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive line that comes up with the INT.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Still looking on the move. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Aztecs headed quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Now the play fake. A shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes a connection. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got him this time. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Wants to throw. It's awesome. Finds his tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's got an open man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Marshall quick to the line. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. It's complete. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. He'll get rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. To the air, it's awesome. Using the quick game. Ripping up a chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Vincent. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Vincent. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it's right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Vincent. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the boat.
He's loose on the right. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Power ahead. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on. But
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Here's a return from the end zone. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's awesome. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hauls it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Hartman. At the 45 on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Wide open space. Touchdown, Marshall! And that one will give him the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Racing to the right. 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Dropping back, it's awesome. It's on target and complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Marshall quick to the line. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go up top on second and short. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He might want another play. Off play action on first down. Dances away. Fires to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Wants to throw again. Spits it out to the back. This time he's got his man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting... Touchdown, San Diego State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll return it. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Gets it out quickly. First that shoulder delivers the blow. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Awesome. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Hussein. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Leaves it with the running back. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive linemen to try.
Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Awesome. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. The DBs will back off a bit. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue.